Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge. So we'll count down to green action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. Kiko the Lunatic on board with everything that's got. I mean, it's just everything. It's just everything. It's got to be everything. It's awesome. It's the best thing since sliced bread. We're back on Friday nights, chopping it up. Cup Series, Chop Racing Series. Thank you, everybody out there, for those new likes. Shelly, thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Bottom right of your screen, you're going to see a timer ticking down. That is how much time I have left in my megathon. And that can only be increased by you folks out there. So if you want to help out me saying a big old flat, well, 4-letter word to you, to cancer, you can do that. I'm currently going through it, and we're raising funds, keeping me live, doing that kind of thing. So if you want to be a part of that, you can get out there. You can do Twitch subs, Twitch bits, or and then you can either donate. There's pinned links for everybody out there. You can donate to our Stream Elements tip page, or through PayPal or Cash App. And we thank you all very much for, basically, we've been live for, basically off and on when I need to take breaks, but 9 days straight, something like that. It's crazy. We're back. I like this series. This is great. It's great to see Chop back in the Cup cars. It's great to see everybody put the time, energy, and hashtag time in. That's what it is. We're racing here tonight, week number 1, Homestead Miami Speedway. The 1.48 mile length championship race for 2026 is going to be the week 1 starter here for the Chop Racing Cup Series. Season 6 here. Incredible to see it. Track racer weather report: 85 degrees on the air temperature, 95 degrees on the track temperature. So it's going to be a little grippy, a little slippy. You never know what's going to happen. This track tends to run on the high side, and you will see a lot of defense. But the bottom side is where you're going to save tires. It's pretty much everything you see in iRacing. But you never know. 2 different corner entries, 2 different corner exits, and it's crazy. It's crazy to see. Thank you to everybody for being out there and being on board. 150 laps tonight. Stage lap is going to be completion lap 44. 6 tires total. It's 3 on the wall and 1 to start with. 100% fuel, no fast repair. 17-point incident limit with a 25-point DQ limit. That is massive for all the things that does come in the wake of these worlds. It's awesome to see. Austin Harger giving us a leak. What's up, bro? Giving us a like out there. Thank you, sir. Mr. Van Nest, much love to you, sir. I appreciate you very much as well. And thank you to everybody putting the time in to come over and say hi, because iRacing makes the world go round, I think. Race control tonight is going to be the one and the only, the Penguin. Mr. Pastor Penguin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
We're back at it. I like it. It's weird seeing Cam Derry. He's at the qualifying. He's got the 22 on his pants. It's weird seeing him in a Ford. So we used to seeing him running Denny Hamlin's number. He doubled it up and went with the Logano. Crazy. Shane Newman, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's our Australian fam. Much love to you, sir. I hope you're having a good night. We do have, I do believe, a couple Aussies in here tonight. David Steiner's going to be one of those Aussies. He's over there from the way of, well, I think he's right. He's not far from the Caffreys, who live in Perth, Australia. So it's going to be awesome to see. All right, start at grid. Stay tuned. Sports pole sitter is going to be here for week 1. Joe Hudson, the number 49, is going to be your pole sitter. Stay tuned Sports, the best in sports podcasting. I have a YouTube channel. I want you to check that out. You can also find them on Spotify and Apple iTunes. Stay tuned Sports does give you a good look at the world of sports, not just NASCAR, but everything sports, from baseball to hockey, depending on what's going on. All the controversies that happen around the NBA 2K6 fiascos going on right now. Why can't everybody just be popular? That's what I say. Hello, Budgie. Hello to you, dear. Much love to you. Matt Gagnon and Michael Strickland are going to make it row number 2, Cam Dario, Michael Matt at row number 3. Row number 4 will be Pat Green, David Arand. Row 5, Chris Justice and Joey Jatina. Old Sim 500 getting out there running with these guys. I like seeing it. Josh Siegfried's going to be out there with Anthony Cronover in row number 6. Row 7 will be Tony Sanders and Nathan Bigart. Row 8 is going to be Glenn Campbell and Brad Dove. Row 9, John Hammond and Alan Wild. Brian Fine's out there with Mr. Robert Church in row number 10. Row 11 will be Jeff Laraway and Craig Bridge Jr. Ron Holyfield and Brandon Banks out there in row 12. Row 13, Brian Rayburn, Mark Retch. In row 14, Jerry Culver and Clint Hackett. And then we'll see Brock Duty and Fred Chase there all the way through row 15. I do have a driver cam that I didn't get a name for. And that's what I went into the chat to talk about. So, I'm missing a driver cam. Somebody's driver cam dropped out. Who was that? Was that Clint? Hold on. Clint's driver cam dropped out on me. Hold on, folks. We're going to make sure we get it. Wait. There he is. Bam! Clint Hackett. He's ready to go. Chris Justice should be your next one. There he is. 103 on the heart rate monitor. That is Jerry Culver from the Chop Chop flag right behind. He's going to have a driver I don't know. Oh, Church's lady. Your churchy is back. Let's go. I love it. RB, thank you very much for the like, sir. I appreciate you. You know that driver? Let me know. There is Mr. Dove. He is ready to rock and roll. And then last but not least, this guy right here. Had to put his camera in last. Robert Church. He is out there ready to rock and roll as well. So thank you to the Chop Chop Racing Driver Cams. Chop Chop sponsors our driver cams each and every week. Every broadcast that we do. And I'm going to enjoy it. I'm glad we see it. Dr. Bob's. I don't know about that one. Church's lady out there, thank you very much for being out there. Folks, if you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me because a long way to support what we do. Thank you, Mr. Newman, for the kind words and the amazing world of Chop Chop. We appreciate you. And we thank you all very much. All right. We're going to wait here for just a moment. Do believe there's a delay there.
Yes, there he is. They were not lined up very well. The inside line was lagged way behind.
Oh. Hey, you know what? Week 1 jitters. That's what we're going to call it. All right, so just so everybody knows, the donations, it's 15 times. For every $1 you donate, it's 15 minutes added to that timer. Matt Magnan, thank you, Shelly. If that's Matt, all right, we love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate you being out there. So, and that's, so yeah, so every $1 donated, it's literally 15 minutes added. That could get dangerous. Could get really dangerous, which we love. Hey, at least it's not 2 hours left before I do something crazy like that. You know what I mean? All right. Pace car is going to drop in. Let's do the thing. They should be ready. They're going to do it. We're green. Full send. Turn 1 busy. Let's go to the walls and tell us how it goes. Let's do it. What's great about the static cams here at Homestead Miami Speedway is you're going to see things like this. Big runs, especially up on the outside. You're going to be 2 and 3 wide. 40 got on the bottom side. George Tina trying to work his way forward here at Homestead. You see the 90 just behind. That is Pat Green. Full center, Joe Hudson backing up the tires. Going to be good. Rumble with Tony Sanders. Thank you, Shelly. You're amazing. Yes, ma'am. Well, let's go for the Rushy Bird as the drivers roll. We are holding on to enter the wall just a little bit. Michael Matta rolling outside. Good time for everybody. 4 laps in now as lap 4 being completed. Michael Strickland 1-2 right now as Stryker drops it to the bottom side, pushing out of the corner as they go. Hold on to your tickets. 16 off the wall. Breaks a little bit of the draft there. But I don't know if that's just running hard or what's... Oh! Candario. And the 40 sideways. 40's really sideways as Joey Dettina off the corner saves the car. What a save from the 40. They're stacked up 4 wide coming out of the front straightaway. Now 3 wide. Oh, one gets around. There's the 25 of Dove. Joey got free in that middle portion of that race line. Comes around and saves the car. What a save. As the 25 looks to the outside, 40's going to be stuck on the bottom side. He'll have to cool those tires off and go back to work. As the 40 of Joey Jettina drops back a little bit. Matter just ran the fastest lap of the race, 33.17. Work at the outside lane, 88 down to the bottom. Stryker has very good success at this racetrack and has continued to dress and impress as we go. Six of 150. Whoa, little wall tap for David Duran back here, 5-1. Rotary old Valvoline paint. That's a good looking paint scheme for David. We like it. Oh, caution comes out. We'll see Anthony Crownover having an issue. Let's take a look. Got free. And it whipped. Yep. iRacing apparently sees the bottom side there as caution zone now. They didn't used to be that way. First caution of the race. They'll back up. The smoke doth be out there. I mean, he saved it. Gonna have some tire issues. Hopefully he's going to be able to get to lap 40. He's back at 30th now. Hey, you know what's crazy? No issues with drawing cars tonight. Zero. Oh, yeah. Do we bring somebody up and do we talk to people? Curious.
I'm curious.
We don't really have that many people to talk to. They're all in hidden channels. I guarantee it. It's terrible. Oh, heck no, we won't go. Heck no, we won't go.
The crazy thing is that it didn't take me to the crash.
I mean, that's the only thing that happened. That was it.
I know.
He got sideways just a little bit. And normally that would not bring out a caution. Normally that would keep everybody going. Even if I fast forward this just a little bit, he points the car in the right direction. The caution's already out. So, yeah. Kind of crazy. Michael Matt, your race leader. You'll have lane choice on the restart here. Again, starts and restarts inside the Geico restart zone here at iRacing. And I will tell you that, the outside lane is going to be a good place to restart. Corner exits on twos where Stryker is going to have, I think, a benefit here, especially he has David Duran restarting behind him. Matt Gagnon's going to be up on the outside lane. He'll restart behind the 16. First Toyota in the field. We have very few Toyotas. We've got a lot of Fords and a lot of Chevys. Only one Toyota. Matt is his own animal right now. All the craziness. So what will happen is, barring a catastrophe, the stream will stay live throughout the entirety of anything going on, unless I need to restart or stop the stream. So that's what that timer is down there. 23 hours, 28 minutes. We've had that thing as high as, I don't know, what was 104 hours. And then it just kept doing its thing. That's crazy. Which I thank everybody for their support and help.
It's been as low as 2 hours.
Been as low as 2 hours, and then, you know, I only gave a 5 times reward for that one, so it was enough. It was enough. Could you imagine what would that have been? Hold on, I gotta do the math on 15 times. Would have been 3,000 minutes. Green flag, we're back at it. A great restart for the 16. 10 of 150 being completed. Michael Strickland, bottom side corner exit. We'll see David Arend. He'll clear up to the 90. 90 is going to be their big run. Swipe to the inside net code on the front bumper of the 90 up into the 5-1. 90 back down on the bottom side. Michael Madden running the outside lane. He's going to get into the wall just a little bit. It is a great place to run early, but you run the tendency of having those tires become a big problem, especially over the course of the long run. Well, all day, every day. I like it, Shelly. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I'm surprised we haven't seen any more Toyotas. Hold on. What's the 01 running? You running a Ford? Hey, he's running a Ford. Oh, he ran a Ford last season, so never mind. But Stryker to the inside. You can be side by side with Matta on corner exit. These tires will wear away quick. Matta battles back. Here's the 22 of Cam Dario on the bottom side. Look at 3 wide on the 5-1. He's got a straight line drive on the bottom. He's going to have to double brake here and try to have the drive off. 5-1. Going to be real tight here. He's going to get a little free. Going to go almost around. David Durant almost around in front of the floor. Oh, and Chris Justice gets into him. Teammates go 1-2. Wow. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball to the back straightaway. Chris Justice just had his race saved by his teammate who was getting loose. Woo, baby. I mean, we have to, Chris Justice's point of view. So his teammate, the 5-1 in the middle lane, gets free right there. It's got a little tight, washed up, back into the throttle, gets a little free. Stabs the brake, and then gets free himself, and then bam. And his teammate saved his life. Bam. Bam. Yeesh.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
Thank you for the clip, Budgie. You're amazing. Thank you. All right. 14 coming to pit road. Clint Hackett on pit road already. What happened with Clint? What happened with Clint? Did he have to jump to pit road? Or do you get involved in that himself? Let's take a look. Clint Hackett right here. Oh, he slammed on the brakes, and that thing hooked right on him. Driver's checked up real hard in front of him. Rather than taking the driver out, he ended up having to come to pit road himself, so he's going to get that right side looked at. Right now, Michael Matta, still your race leader, Stryker, battling for the lead there. Cam Dario's going to be in second. In third. Pat Green in fourth. David Steiner in fifth. Nathan Bigartz is going to be in sixth. Hard charger tonight so far. Fred Chase up 19 spots. The 1360 I-rated driver. He's good at these league races. Maximum effort, folks. All right. You reminded me of you were talking about your alarm or the penguin. I actually just had to remind me to turn mine back on. I have things to take and forgot to do that. My bad. All right, iRacing ready to go. iRacing. Putting on a show. Putting on a Ritz there, folks. Sorry. Every time I hear that song, it just reminds me of Dr. Frankenstein. The Mel Brooks film. I've asked Jess what it's called. I can't remember. It's one of her favorite movies. Oh, man. All right, pace car's going to make the sharp left-hand turn on a pit road. And these drivers are ready. Let's do the thing. We're going. We're green. Yeehaw! Riker with a good restart here. Pat Green working the outside lane. Is going to have the drive off the corner. Let's go, Tony Sanders. Oh, Clint Hackett getting some love. Honeyman Gaming, thank you very much. Appreciate you. 88 down to the bottom. 90. Try to track down Michael Matta here. Matta up into the wall a little bit there. Just a touch. He's fine. 16 off quarter exit. Pat Green try to close it back down. 17 of 150 being completed. Cam Dario now to third. Striker getting swallowed up by some of the drivers. We'll see if Nathan Bigart can work his way back forward. Striker just didn't get the restart he needed there. Now try to change the spectrums when it comes to the race line. Season 5 champion. Just behind him, 88 to the bottom side, 22 working the outside lane. Pat Green working the bottom side of the racetrack as they continue to push up. 15 all the way down to the bottom side. Rubbing the tires off as they get into the corner. Pat Green able to run the high side 1 and 2. Maybe just a little bit better than Michael Matta. Matta a little rear scrape there. Cam Dario, fastest lap of the race last time by, 32.87. A tenth better than the previous lap. And Pat Green running the same lap time. So Matta with clean air. Trying to hold on. And Pat Green doing a phenomenal job of keeping it close. Through the field we go. How about John Hammond and Brandon Banks side-by-side racing here, the 5-5. Keeping it honest. 8 on the bottom side with a little... Brandon Banks running a little Kyle Busch paint scheme. Love to see it. Hammond quarter exit's going to have the drive off. Pulls the draft for the 44 ahead. That's Glenn Campbell as the trans service race machine. They drop out of the corner. Alan Wild on the 07. Getting a good look here. Little 94, Fred Chase free on the bottom side. Good. Collects his thoughts and collects his pants. Oh, goodness gracious. Got free. I tell you what, quarter exit's about to be insane. How about the 16 or the 90? 90. 16's free, and I mean really free. 90 has to duck to avoid. 22 to the outside. Cam Dario is going to take over the lead here. Matt is going to try to drive in and slide up on the 22. The 22 is going to have the drive off here. Throttle out. Cam Dario leads this time. Michael Strickland back in third. Mattis slides up onto the race line. 88 with a huge run. Going to try to drop into the 16. 3 wide here for the 88. 90 of Pat Green. We'll see a crossover from Strickland. Strickland gets free, saves the car, comes back up the race line. He's going to lose some spots. Big Art put him 3 wide. Back down to the corner is good to go. The 90 of Pat Green working on the race line. Here comes Big Art. Cam Dario, your race leader, 5/10 of a second, half a second, however you want to put it. It's the way it works. Now the 90, side by side with the 16. Quarter exit goes to the 01. Enter the wall, the 16. Enter the wall, the 01. 16 down to defend. I don't know what he's defending. Gets into the wall just a little bit there as well. Try to rip the wall here. He's got to go where he's comfortable, because this is a track where you don't race the drivers, you race the track. It's an important factor of this race line. Cam Dario, clean hair, stretching his legs. He took up a second difference here. Nathan Bigart trying to slide up in front of the 16, does clear. out of the corner as Matta now pushes in for the back bumper of the 01. 01 to the bottom side. 16 traveling with him. There's a look. Different lines. Cam Dario. Corner exit roll. $14 spots gained for Brandon Banks. Banks on the bottom side, 44.30 on the iRating. Striker 40.76. Trying to, gets free. Left side below the white line there. Woo, holds on to it. Trying to save it, locks it down, gets rolling again. His tire's not giving Striker any beef other than the beef that's what's for them. Joey Jettina worked his way back side by side with a 5.5. 40 clears. Here comes the 5.5. Joey checked on the car when he came to pit road on lap 7. Caution comes out. David Steiner pile up into the corner. 5.7. It's racked up. Oh, the 5.5, the 6.3. Everybody trying to hold on. The brakes just not doing themselves any justice. That is a huge wreck. Brian Fine a part of it. 16 of Matta got free. 5.7 locked up the tires to avoid it and then goes around himself. That is the slowest accident that I've ever seen. Hold on. So Michael Matta right here gets up and behind the 90. 90 tried to clear. He drives down into the 90. Gets through the corner. 90 runs the bottom side. 16's free right there on the outside lane. Snaps on him. Gets up into David Steiner. 17 locks up the corner. 4 gets into him. The 8 trying to avoid. 5.5 trying to break and miss as well. That's just unfortunate luck for John Hammond right there. They're trying to slow down, and he gets on the flat right here. Put it free, try to brake, 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 try to slow down, and then it just turns on him. He gets some left front damage. Hopefully he's able to get that fixed. Man, oh man, what a crazy wreck. That all started with Matta, and then turned into the 5.7. Going around. Brian Fine getting some things worked on. Some other drivers checking on things as well. Look at all coming around is going to be Clint Hackett. One of his 2 laps back here. Third caution of the race again. Stage completion here at about 14 laps. Is that car walking sideways, or did you get it all fixed? Looks fine. This looked funny on corner exit. I don't know. Maybe there was something going on with it. I don't know. Cam Dario, your race leader. Nathan Bigart's going to be in second. We'll see who decided to come to pit road and try some things. Mark Retchen came in to check his car out, make sure he was good to go. Michael Strickland came in on 26 as well. Brandon Banks doing the thing. Got a voicemail, but he was calling me in the middle of all of this. I don't know who it was. Race is more important. Would have been 50 hours if I had let you had the 15 times here. Anyway. Sheesh.
It's a lot of hours.
Yeah, it is. Worth it, though. Totally worth it. We're going. We're green. Restart for the 22. Matt Green, Matt Gagnon up on the outside lane. Nathan Bigart trying to work the corner early. 22 with a run. Wheel hot there for the 22. Slide draft from the 01. Nathan Bigart trying to travel the corner. He's going to slide up here. This is a good race line to be able to run to try to slide up. We'll see if he's going to be able to clear it. Hamdario, he will not. Hamdario battles back on the outside, leads that lap. We'll see if Bigart has to slide earlier here. Hamdario back on the outside. Cam, full set here. Ripped 1 and 2. And I mean, ripped it. And here goes Nathan Bigart. He is going to try to work that bottom side as hard as he can. 10 laps to go. And the 22 clears. 01 out front of Pat Green. Fastest lap of the race. Cam Dario just ran. And Cam has committed to that outside lane. He's going to hold on to it again. Bottom side, trying to feed, trying to work. Gagnon back here. Making it happen. Oh, caution comes back out. As Mark Retch and Craig Bridge Jr. have fits. And Craig got free right in front of Mark. Held on to it. It snapped on Mark Retch. These cars not liking these cars are not liking Homestead Miami Speedway right now. Check it on the field, check it on the drivers. Churchy up inside the top 10 right now at 11th. A little right front damage, looks to be okay. Drivers have to get themselves a green flag run here. If anybody has any kind of tire advantage, got to get those tires warmed up. That's one of the big factors here. If anybody change tires as well, it's could be one of those things that you kind of have to manage. Brad Dove up 1 in that 15th spot. Outside lane's going to be seeing John Hammond coming around. He should get his lucky dog here. I do believe he got a lot of that car fixed. So we'll see how he manages out. 1:04 seconds. I should put him back on the lead lap, I do believe. I'm looking. I do believe I am correct in that assumption. Hammond doing it. Brad Duff, the Duff Farms LLC 25. Looking pretty darn snazzy today. What's Jerry doing? He's right behind him. He's up 11 spots. There's Matt Gagnon. And 7th right now. He lost a few spots on that restart, but he has some right side damage that is not helping any of his causes. He's just going to have to try to hold on to it because if another caution comes out here between now and between 36 and 40, that'll be important. But some right side damage for that driver. It's got to manage. Got to manage. Here's Jerry. Jerry wrote on the Culver's paint scheme. Makes sense. Culver's has a gluten-free bun, just so everybody knows. He's got some, it looks like he got some damage on the front of that nose. Looks like that telephone pole look. You know, when you let your kid drive for the first time, instead of putting it in reverse, they pull forward and hit a telephone pole. That's what it looks like. It's not Jerry's fault. At least I don't think so. Blame it on his teenager. He does. A little bit of nose damage on the 13. How about Chris Justice? Chris Justice has not quit. 14. Got the car worked on. Spent 51 seconds on pit road getting the car worked on. Hopefully that is all the required he needed. Any optional he can go back and take a look at. It's got a little left front damage still. A little crease still working. And then Clint Hackett, who should be your next lucky dog. He spent a good portion of time back here as well, getting the car worked on and getting things taken care of. So hopefully He is going to be good to go. We're back at it here as the drivers go to work. We are looking like we are doing this thing. All right, hold on to it. 22:01.90 and the 40. Gentina to the back bumper. Woo, baby. Somebody missed a shift. Drivers had to run to the bottom side there. And now the 40 Gentina is going to be right in the middle of this one. 22 to the outside. Restart. Not going to be able to slide up on the 22. 22 a crossover. Go back to the inside. But right now, Cam Dario trying to fight back here. The 01 and the 22 into each other here. Joey Gentina is going to be on the bottom side, trying to clear out Pat Green. For one to the wall. 22 was going to run him to the inside and run him high. And they collected each other. And right now, the 40 of Joey Gentina. Oh, the 22 back to the outside. 3 wide. 40 trying to work. 4 wide. 40 gets snapped on. Duck, dodge, dive, dodgeball back into it. Cam Dario back to the lead. Caution comes out. Leader is not taken. The 36th lap. Joshua Siegfried having an issue. Oh, the 90 comes up and gets up in the 85. Oh, dang it. Tell you what, we've seen some cautions here tonight. Sheesh. All right. We'll have a couple lap shootout for the stage. They're now completing lap 37. Yep. Penguin's busy. Don't hear the clickety click 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 going on right there. But hey, you know. Oh wait, is that the stage? Are we calling it the stage? That's the stage.
We are calling it the stage.
All right. Well, he came around and took, it was 36, I guess. Technically 36 laps to go. Or 36 of so. All right, Glenn Campbell's going to stay out. So Cam Dario gets the stage win. And from there, I don't remember. So, here we go. Chris, thank you for sharing the stream. I appreciate you. So Glenn Campbell, John Hammond staying out. John Hammond able to get the car worked on. He stays out. He's good to go. 28 to Clint Hackett. He's coming around. He's going to be back on the lead lap. Greg Bridge Jr. looks to be parked on pit road. David Steiner, David Arand out there as well. David Arand actually is going to be running. He was looking for a possibility to be able to get a lap back here, but not necessarily what's happening. Michael Mattis back on pit road, getting more of that damage worked on, trying to not lose as many laps as he can. All the snazzy stuff, which we love. Prayers for Texas, absolutely. Absolutely. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking to see what happened and see what to hear what happened. And all of that. Somebody was posted online that they were blaming what was it, the Cloud Cedar people for causing a flood. And I was like, okay. That stuff's government regulated. I think they would have known. Glenn Campbell stays out. 44. Credit with lap lead here for the Trans Service 44. Right now, Joe Hudson, who is your pole sitter, going to be back here as well. Cam Dario is going to be in fourth. Oh. Thank you, TikTok. All right, we'll see what happens here. Ron Holyfield back at the 48. Good to see him out here. Joe Gentina back at 18th. Something happened to the car. I don't know what happened to the car, but he lost a lot of momentum in the middle of that corner. I don't know if it was just a downforce issue or what. I'll tell you what, he was capitalizing on the momentum there, but that car went freaking free on him. Joe Hudson on the bottom side. You cannot change lanes before the start-finish line, or you will get in trouble. Penguin has it. They're going to green. Oh, baby. John had to wait on Glenn Campbell there. Only got third in stage. You ain't wrong. Glenn Campbell, current leader right now, 88 of Michael Strickland up on the outside lane. Stryker there to push. Nathan Bigart to the back bumper to the 44. 5-5 into the corner. Oh, one. Almost into the back bumper to the 44 there. 88 up on the outside lane. 88 backs out of the corner. 44 with a run. 5-5 with a run as well. I saw Stryker have to let out of that corner. Oh, Cam Dario blinks. He's gone. He's back. 3 wide. That's scary. Stryker to the wall. Oh, the 44 to the wall. Big Art. I don't know if Nate got to the back bumper of Glenn Campbell there. I'm not sure. That's a big, big, big hit. I got to back up, folks. We just got to back up. The corner exit was a hard hit. Let me take a look. I think this might have just been the run, and I think Nate just got into the wall because of it. 44, he clears the 5-5. 5-5 a little free. He's good. 0-1 corner exit. Gets into the wall, and the 0-1 gets back into him. I caught the tail end of that and was like, oh, no. So Glenn Campbell, fine. Caution comes back out. Let's take a look what happened. That'll be Mr. Church. Oh, he just got free and oh, the 14. Woo, baby. Churchy holds on to it at the bottom. No damage, just flat spots on the tires. He's good to go. What a save. I don't know if I'm reluctant for Chris Justice here. That's twice on that bottom side. Somebody is straight across his nose. Yeah, let's back up. I mean, Rochi got free. Corner exit. You hear him lift. Maybe some contact. Maybe some netcode contact. Hold on. Hold on. I heard it. Hold on. I'm going to shut up for a moment. Here you go. Well, listen. Yeah. I don't know. Might have been in the throttle. Yeesh. A big hold on to your butt moment. That's the old Ralphie, I'm in danger moment. Chopp'N podcast, look at it on YouTube. Matt is going to get a lap back here. And we'll see. He's still got some right side damage on that car. Hopefully it's driving better for him. Strickland's going to be your race leader. We'll see Nathan Bigart, Cam Dario there, second and third. Alan Wild's going to be in fourth. Chris Justice in fifth. Brandon Banks has worked his way up to sixth. He is up 18 spots. Is your hard charger currently right now. John Hammond up 10. Joey Gentina's going to be up 2. Able to make it work. Clint Hackett last hit on 12. Might be thinking about coming to pit road here. I'm not quite sure. We might be 2 to go, so I don't think he can. I think he's just trying to save the tires. See, you know what? Now, this is a track to save tires because if drivers went out of tires over the course of this one, it'll be hard pressed to make it happen. 43 laps complete through the first stage. Team drivers use a set of tires. Strickland hasn't. I think he used a set whenever he came to pit road that one time. So right now he's just out there to make do. 88 to the 01. A lot of drivers coming off pit road. Matta on pit road still getting more damage looked at here. And look how good. All right, keep your eye on the prize. Tony Sanders getting some love out there. We're going to show off that car. A little love with a 21. Yeah. I do want to check on Gagnon. I want to see how his car is looking now. He had some damage on the car, some right front damage. He spent a good 30 seconds on pit road getting that thing looked at. 5-1, going to be up on the outside lane. We'll see how these drivers fare out. 85 still out there running. I'd like to see it. And there's Joshua Siegfried right there. He has Derby cars on board. We'll see the 88, the 07 on the outside. Cam Dario and Nathan Bigart on the inside. Bigart leads that inside lane as we get ready to go green once again. Chevy versus Ford. They're gone. Good restart from the 88. Got to get through the gears. Got to get through it fast. '88 to the 01. 01 corner exit slides up. Trying to get clear of Nathan Bigart. He did well to run the inside lane. 88 has to get back into the throttle faster. He's not going to be able to do it. He's going to be cleared by the 01. So Bigart leads for the first time. Cam Dario now in tow. Cam to the outside. 88 has the 01 taking the dirty air away from him. And Cam Dario will run to the back bumper of the 01. 01's going to take the lane away. Now he's going to drop down to the bottom side. Forces the 22 to break earlier. With the 22 driving all the way forward. Cam Dario out of corner exit. Trying to close out on Nathan Bigart. Trickling to the bottom side. Alan Wild down there as well. Cam Dario 32-86 last time by. Nathan Bigart quarter second. The difference now as the drivers work on their pace. 15 spots gained for Brock Duty as the 28 of Clint Hackett rolls behind him. There's a 5-1. Back into the length as well. Clint Hackett a little wall scrape there. Look at the rearview mirror. There's a look at what he is doing out of the throttle. Trying to manage the pace. It's a long race. They still have 100 laps to go. Oh, free on the bottom side. Like Mr. Gagnon having an issue there. We'll take a look. I think Matt was a little free right there. Let's take a look. And bottom lane, just not being comfortable with them. We've got, these are 2 and 3 KI rated drivers, folks. And these cars are just not holding on to the bottom side. And right now the sun is setting, right? So this will change even more as more grip gets laid down because of the cooling temperatures. The lights are going to come on. Just the light's going to change, especially the track temperature. Track temperature at the start of the race was 93 degrees. What is it right now? 88 degrees. It's cooled by 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Sheesh. Man, oh man. Dynamite. Oh, baby. I got a little sniffle going on. We'll let all these drivers do their thing for just a moment. I will be right back, folks. I'm going to let Penguin do his thing, too. He's got his hands full. And, you guys are seeing the 7th caution of the race. right, sorry about that, folks. I had to grab something to drink. It took me a little extra longer. It was giving Jess a recap of what's going on with the race. Anthony Cronover sitting at fourth. You see him there. Fred Chase, 21 spots gained on the bottom side. The Guardian race leader. 4/10 of a second difference here between he and Cam Dario. Michael Strickland sitting in third. Alan Wiles going to be in fourth. Chris Justice in fifth, rebounding for tonight. How you doing over there, Penguin?
I'm doing all right.
Colby, thank you for the line cake. 15 times the reward, sir, for all donations. I have to tell you that because how awesome you've been to me. There's Chris Justice, driver of the VR. He's calm. You know his heart rate's only 102 right now. That's crazy. Absolutely insane that he's that calm driving. My heart goes insane. Joe Gentina right behind him. Brandon Banks there as well. Good look at this car. Get ready. Just calm. Just calm. So far, so good. Check in on all your... Oh, caution back out. I was checking in on Matt Gagnon there. All the magnificent things that were going on. Eighth caution of the race. Joshua Siegfried in the 85 having an issue here. Just got snappy on him. And sideways the 4. Brian Rayburn gets around him. He just flips around him on a backwards. I tell you what, this car is... what are you hearing on the comms there, Penguin, when you come back? When you get a moment?
I'm not hearing much of anything.
Really? It seems to me like this car is almost impossible to drive. I don't know. This new tire model's being a pain in the tuchus.
People really aren't saying much of anything on the comms. I am noticing, though, that most of the people that are getting loose and spinning are below that lower line.
Yep.
And it looks like it might be a different surface. It's a different color. So you might have to run like...
Might need to split it. Which I'm shocked that I'm not seeing more of, because... You know, there's asphalt and concrete on this racetrack. It's a multi-surface, right? The asphalt portion of this, of course, the darker portion of it. Dynamically, usually on the bottom side of this racetrack, there's a lot. The NASCAR typically, or used to, especially in the Gen 6 era, they used to put PJ 1 compound on the bottom side of this racetrack for a couple of races, and right now it's not working. Right now, it doesn't exist. But you also have to watch your throttle, right? You have to watch the throttle control. You have to watch what you do in the middle of the corner, because if you don't, well, then, I mean, it turns into what we're seeing. It's a dangerous, but a fun racetrack. I love this racetrack. I think it's amazing. And I actually like this car at this racetrack. Last time they ran Homestead Miami Speedway, I actually ran a couple of races in the Gen 7 Cup car. And it was actually fun. It was interesting. All right. Yeah, we're through lap 60. Not quite halfway. These drivers are they're in position. A couple more cautions, you might see this thing. Might see drivers come back to pit road. We'll see. Green flag. Let's go. Never mind. Mark Russian. Oh, big checkup. I just got free. Went to restart there. Got free. 9th caution of the race. All right, so let's. That's what I was going to look at. I was going to look at the schedule for this series because this series is this is week 1, and drivers getting used to each other. Get back out there, going to run some good business. They're going to be off next week, next Friday. Then we'll be back for Gateway on July 25th, Daytona on August 1st, Iowa on August 8th. Have a bye week on August 15th. Then on August 22nd, it'll be Auto Club. 29th, Daytona Road Course. September 5th, Las Vegas. September 12th, I have a bye week there. Talladega on September 19th. Rockingham for the throwback race on September 26th. That'll be the weekend that I'm going to a race. So we'll be hopefully seeing everybody at Kansas on the 28th of September. Let's see. Why did I need September 5th off? Labor Day? Labor Day weekend, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. We'll see. We're looking at an alternate broadcast, but I don't think I'm going to need that alternate broadcast. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The Friday. All right. Excuse me. Man, oh man. Well, Matt is going to get another lap back here. Matt should be back on the lead lap now. He's had enough cautions to get himself back on the lead lap. He'll be racing for position. And something to be seen here is still the right side nose damage that he's got going on. Oh, 188, 2207. Chris Justice ready to rock and roll as well. Completing lap 64 as we speak. Excuse me. All right, folks, I consider you all friends. If you reach up to that like button for me, it goes a long way to support what we do. If you want to see what... see more of the iRacing spectacle that it is. Make sure that you join iRacing.com. It is the reason why I've been able to see any kind of moderate success. It's been a great platform. Big Art, Cam Dario, they're going to green. The timing on the outside lane for Nathan Big Art was huge. Strickland on the bottom side. Cam Dario over the outside lane. He's going to try to have a big run on Nathan Big Art here. 3/10 of a second in closing. Big Art's up bottom side. Cam Dario, Michael Strickland just behind. Here comes Chris Justice on the bottom side. 07 of Alan Wild on the outside. Tony Sanders of the 21 stuck 3 wide here. 49 of Joe Hudson rolling. They're going to have to fan a little bit here. 3 wide from a bunch of drivers. Everybody trying to make up spots here. And across the nose, the 49 goes of Brad Dove. And they're going to wreck here. They keep it straight. iRacing does not throw the caution here. Joe Hudson, there is a caution. Gagnon having a stop as well. Up to the 5. And the 4 goes around here. Yeah, that's what'll bring it out. Man, Matt can't win for losing right now. Joe Hudson on the bottom side of the racetrack. 49 went to travel down on the inside here. Went to turn in. 25 was still there. It's up to the 5. Oh, yes. That took a little bit for iRacing to get to, and I think it was because of what happened with Matt. How many times is he going to have to get that car fixed? I hate that for him. A little bit of damage. He looks okay. Brad Dove to pit road. Joe Hudson to pit road. All these drivers need to come in. Clint Hackett's going to stay out. Clint came out on lap 12. That's caution of the race. About half the race spent under the yellow flag right now. Looking dog coming around. It's going to be the 85. Joshua Siegfried will get one of his 3 laps back. Ryan Rayburn on pit road. Or one of his 4 laps back. We get a Musk for Van Olsen. 68 of 150. 20th on back on pit road. Matt, one of those drivers. Glenn Campbell on pit road. Robert Church on pit road. Jeff Laraway on pit road. Brian Rayburn, Mark Retchin on pit road. Thank you, Budgie. Yeah, check out Musk and all he's got going on. I wanted to check on his website. He had some things going on the website. There he is. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Thank you all. You're good, Budgie. You're amazing. Tell your hubby I said thank you. Tell Mr. Bird I said thank you. All right, we're going to do it again. I think I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what we haven't done all race long is wait for Penguin.
What's that?
To get his amens in.
Yeah, Penguin's a little busy tonight.
Yeah, I know. Terrible.
They're like, oh, hey, can you look at this passing under yellow? And then another person says it. So I go to look and caution. It's like, you didn't see the 3 seconds of crashing? No, I didn't, because I was looking at the other stuff. I'm only one guy. It's not like I have 5 computers running iRacing.
Yeah. Green flag, back at it, 70 of 150.
Oh.
But all that crashing was, everybody kept it straight, so there was nothing there that warranted a caution until Gagnon went, it snapped on him and turned him right. After it was all said and done. Everybody had it saved. 01 to the 22, but everybody's going to get more and more aggressive. We're not even halfway through this race, and, you know, aggression levels can start to pick up.
It's going to be a crazy, crazy night.
It'll be a long enough one to show up.
Oh, save it. Save it.
John Hammond going around. Saved on the bottom side. Got saved. I'm surprised iRacing didn't throw a caution for that one. It's insane. Drivers have been more sideways with it than anything else. But he'll have Madden behind him. Cam Darrow, the fastest lap of the race, 32.76. Closing in for the back bumper of the 01. And this is where the 01 reads what the drivers are doing. And he'll turn into the corner a little bit later, getting harder on the brakes to force Cam Darrow to run the line he wants him to run, and Cam has to figure that out. Man, thank you for the 100 stars, sir. I appreciate you. And here comes Michael Strickland. Strickland, 32.60. Now, the track temperature, the lights are on. Things have changed. They would like as well, sir. And so now, the lap times are just going to go faster. It's part of the deal.
Danda Paulo sent 100 stars.
Thank you, sir, for the 100 stars. I appreciate you. Strickland, Alan Wild, Joey Jatina for that second lead. Chris Justice on the very bottom. That's the other part too, is that there's no sunshine out there anymore to keep that bottom lane working. And Nathan, one of the outside lane, put the dirty air on the 22, trying to keep the 22 at bay. And he gets freed up there. Just doesn't have the drive into the corner. And right now, Cam Darrow trying to force the 01 to run where he wants to run. 88 working the outside lane as well. Corner exit. Nathan Bigart tried to run high in 1 and 2, but needed to keep himself low in 3 and 4. Cam's going to commit to that outside lane. He's going to commit to the wall. He's going to run that line because that's the line he's very much used to. Wall tap from the 01. And a big head of steam here for both the second and third place drivers. Thank you, Dan, for the 100 stars. I appreciate you. 5-7, 5-1. That outside lane moving ever closer. 5-1 to the back bumper to the 5-7. Driver's very free. Caution comes out. Alan Wild going for a ride. Car snapped on him. And same thing happened right on the very bottom side of the racetrack here. Pushes up, gets tight, back into the throttle. The car snaps on up onto the bottom side. That race line. Sometimes it's just not your day. Mr. Steiner, I understand that one. I really do. Much love, brother. I hate it for you. I mean, but, you know, this is, like I said, long race. Brad Dove. Is he involved in that? Hold on. Let's take a look. He got some nose damage. Did he get it from... He had some hard right nose damage. Oh, he went to slam on the brakes. They got free on him. Oh, no. I hate it for him. All right, Joey Jatina coming to pit road. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. Might be trying to make it on fuel. If the thing runs green to the end, it'll be interesting. Just over the halfway mark here, 78 of 150 complete as we begin lap 79. Jorgensen, let's go, Sim 500 drivers. Absolutely. Folks, check your pinned comment. You want to help me out and help my battle with the big old C word. Joshua Siegfried's going to be your lucky dog. Check the pinned comment out. Find a way to help and donate and support. We appreciate you. Budgie gifted a sub, and that will give you, there it is, back above 23 hours. Thank you for the gifted sub there, dear. I appreciate you. Isn't that crazy? That's dang old 18 minutes. But yeah, check the pinned comment. Find one of those ways to help support me and to help keep me around a little bit longer with a nose.
With a honker.
Because if not, it's amputation prosthesis.
You know what? That might be kind of cool because you can get a nose the shape you want.
I like my nose. My mother gave me this nose. Y'all have a problem with it? Well, okay, you can have a problem with it.
Then have them make one just like your current nose.
It's got a hole in it.
Yeah, but you just have them mold it for the prosthetic.
No.
Tell them to, make sure they take the hole out of it. They can fill it in.
Fill it in with a little Bondo and
yeah.
Flex Seal.
See, there you go. Bondo.
Flex Seal and all that stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's funny.
You left the door open, okay?
It's funny. I thought it was funny. Y'all didn't find that funny. When your sense of humor, it needs checked. Yeah. So for every dollar we raise for a donation, folks, it's 15 minutes added to the timer. So if you donated, what's a good number? We do an even number.
What, huh?
If you donated $10, that's 150 minutes. Yeah, there you go. That's a lot of minutes. That's a lot of time.
That's 2 hours. 2.5 hours.
If you donate $100, it's 25 hours. Green flag, we're back at it. If you donate $200, it's 50 hours. And it just goes up from there. Isn't that crazy? We're back at it, Green. Joshua had an issue on the restart here. He got free. And no caution came out with that? It's the same thing that happened earlier to Mark Wretched. Oh, Budgie, the time auto. So subs, bits, and all that it automatically adds. But that's okay. I'll keep the extra 18 because you keep the sub. Thank you very much, Drew. Dollars are the only thing that don't add in bits or in stars. In stars. So, yeah. So yeah, check the pinned link if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. It just helps me pay my bills for all of that. It's expensive. Brandon Banks to the bottom side up 20 spots back through the field. Joey Jatina back at 11. Joe Hudson off 9 from the start of the race, trying to work his way back forward. He was your pole sitter. Love you, Budgie. You're amazing. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. Love it. You gifted the sub, so I'll take the extra 18 minutes. 22 to the bottom side. 01 working the outside lane. Cam Mario splits the line right there. Look at the corner exit. He's going to go up and he's going to run side by side with the 01 here. Going to get free though. Oh, wall tap for Stryker there. Cam Dario not liking that inside lane. So we'll see. 84 of 150. Brandon Banks in fourth. Banks has been slowly and quietly moving his way forward.
I think iRacing's. I think Fred the Flagman has decided that He's just going to put the caution away and burn it.
You know, his arm's tired, man. He's got the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. And right now, Hulk Hogan ain't got nothing on him. He ate his vitamins today. Clint Hackett right behind Matt Gagnon. Matt finally able to get into a little bit of that second seam area. I mean, how can you save tires on a racetrack that is not allowing you to save tires? Chris Justice just ahead of him.
Everybody's going to be running on rims by the end of the race.
Yeah, well, maybe. Not impossible. Jerry Calder back in 15th. To the inside of the 21. There's Tony Sanders giving it 78. You know, enough cautions in it, and some of these drivers might be able to make it on fuel. We'll have to see. Nathan Bigard, 6th on the second difference here. And over Michael Strickland. John Henry on the wall just a little bit there. He's got some right side. Trying to maximize the input here. There's Matt in 8th, trying to work his way back forward. Car playing dividends here. Aha! Do you hear what I hear?
No, I don't. What do you hear?
Somebody's saving.
He's going to run a little bit slower than everybody else. But it's a strategy call. And you know what? It might actually be helping to run the bottom side of this racetrack. Because now he's running 5th gear. He's having the drive off that he needs. Let's go. Clint Hackett. He's just here to run. Going to be there to the outside of Matt. 5-7 on the bottom side. 4 slides up in front of the 28. 5-7 there as well. Door to door. Oh, baby. Dumps the clutch. And I tell you what, it's making it tough for these drivers to roll in. Sorry, that's not Clint. Hold on, that's Clint. I hit the wrong button. David Durand on the inside. He's back to 28th. He's still looking for some laps here. Also needed a couple of free passes. Clint Hackett back to the inside of the 5-1. They've gotten around nobody. Matt Gagnon holding on to 8th. He's doing that, saving fuel. All right. That's a different kind of race. Battle for the lead heating up as we go back to it. Strickland for the 0-1. Cam Dario back to the outside. Cam, whoa, had to get out of the throttle there for the 0-1. Michael Strickland to the race lead. 0-1 back to the inside. 88 to the outside. Pat Green behind Brandon Banks. Strickland working the corner. It's going to be back to make it happen, and he will be there. 22 will be right behind him. High draft from the 22 to the 0-1. 0-1 down to the bottom side. There is a 5. Oh, 88 free. 0-1 takes back over. 22 has to get out of the gas. Michael Strickland loses the lead right there, and Cam Dario had to manage. Brandon Banks now to the front. As Pat Green up on the outside lane. EnterCars.com Chevrolet on the lane. And these drivers really putting on a show. Homestead Miami Speedway. We've seen some cautions, but now we're seeing where the racing has happened. And Brandon Banks had the 0-1 come across his nose there. Brandon Banks trying to play nice here. And a late charge from the 0-1, Pat Green. Oh, caution comes out. Now this is where tires are going to come into play. People are going to get fueled. Glenn Campbell having an issue. 44 on the bottom side. Ooh, right in front of the 48. This track is not being kind.
Wasn't Tony.
Churchy in a pit road. I have to back up here. So, yeah, everybody's coming to pit road. Alan Wild's going to stay out. Fred Chase is going to stay out. John Hammond will stay out as well. Joshua Siegfried will be your lucky dog, I do believe. Going to put him back on the lead lap. Right Dove out of the race. David Duran back on pit road as well. The road's busy, man. They are busy. Pat Green wins the race off pit road. He takes fuel only. Been to pit road 8 times. John Hammond there, Big Art. We have tires. Brandon Banks will have tires. Jerry Culver, leapfrog in the field. Been to pit road 4 times. Cam Dario there as well. Anthony Crownover, Michael Strickland. A lot of drivers using their second set of tires. Only 1 on the wall. Brian Flying back out there as well. Yeah. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. We'll have 55 laps to go. All the maximum inputs getting ready to be shred. Thank you to Chopp'N Racing, the Chopp'N podcast, and by Stay Tuned Sports, Follow Status, B&B Music, Track Racer, and of course, the old OTR Penguin getting some love out there. Out wild, good restart there. These drivers are on, roughly about, that's serving me correctly, 26 lap fresher tires. 90th Pat Green up on the outside lane, trying to clear the 94. That's Fred Chase. Fred Chase at 27 spots. The 90 rolling forward here. Cam Dario clearing. Nathan Bigart up on the outside. Restart kind of chaotic. There goes Matt Gagnon on the bottom side. 5-5 of John Hammond working as well. Again, John, it's the lower set of tires. Going to hold on. Got some track position. Just trying to make sure that he is going to be able to survive here. 98 to 150. Maybe save that set if he has the extra set and make it happen. Caution. Good chase. Oh, Fred just got free or tight up in front of the 90. Slid up in front of the 90. And Pat Green had really nowhere to go. 94 went to slide. and I'm going to go on board. Here's the cockpit view of Pat Green. Corner exit. Slides the tires up a little bit, runs the corner. He's there, and then he had to get out of the throttle. I don't know if he made contact from his point of view. He got out of the throttle because the 94 slid up right in front of him. Let me go to, got a couple of different views here, folks. Rear chase. Corner. I mean, that dirty air will free up that car. Yeah. I mean, he might have made a little contact, but I don't know if that was, really avoidable. He lifted out of the corner to try to make sure it happened. Whoa, sorry, folks. Here we go. This is going to be it right there. Sorry. Went really fast. Yeah, he slid the corner. And then the 90, I mean, so much momentum. What happens there? All right. Yeah. What you doing, Penguin?
I'm here. I'm just listening to the radio.
What song's playing? You say, blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots.
Ruined your black tie fair.
Alan Wild, your race leader. Pat Green, Brandon Banks, Cam Dario, your top four right now. And you got to remember, you got to be careful with incident points. Too many incident points will put you on pit road for a drive-through penalty. That'll be at 17 incident points. Any more than that, when you get to that 25 mark, that's a disqualification. Interesting. All right. 13th caution of the race. Lucky, number 13. Be the Baker's dozen. On Wild.
Now guys are starting to chirp up about cautions.
Well.
Now the radio's getting chattery.
Well, I mean, it happens. Cautions are going to happen.
Well, they were saying that iRacing didn't used to throw cautions when cars were down that low, and now they are.
For sure, absolutely. Brandon Banks
and that's big grumble right now.
Brandon Banks there to defend. 01 back to the back bumper. There's the 22 Cam Dario back on the inside. Oh yeah, it didn't used to. That used to be no man's land down there. Pat Green, little wall tap. 22 surges. 8 to the back bumper of the 90. 22 over the inside. 01 running to the back bumper of the 22. Cam Dario trying to stretch his hand out here just a little bit. Cam trying to dump the dirty air on the bottom of the 01. 4 to the bottom side as well as Matt Gagnon there. Dario out of the corner. Sees the 88. Run hard on the inside. 22 up on the outside lane. 22 finally gets the lane he wants to be in. Right now, Stryker trying to march his way forward. 88 slides up to the 22. Clear crossover. Good race line between these two. Side draft from the 22. Gets about a foot and a half the distance here as the 88 will throttle back up. Going to watch the tire slide to the wall. But watch the drive off he's going to get here. Alan Wild doing a great job of holding these drivers off. They have some things a coming. 27 of Anthony Crownover down on the bottom side of the racetrack. A lot of drivers have migrated down to the bottom. Joey Jettina running that second lane to the inside of the 5-7. Throttles out. It's going to be good. 5-5 there as well. 13 just behind. Massive undertaking. 45 laps to go next time by for Pat Green, who's taking over the lead. But here comes Stryker. Stryker drives door to door. Net code frees up to 90. That was insane. You could see how free the 90 got. Cam Dario putting it through a parking lot. Sends it as close as you could. I mean, you talk about carving some butter. That's exactly what happened there. He said, this is where we go. And that's exactly what happened. Alan Wild put in a roar there. Out of the corner they go. Cam Dario, Michael Strickland. 1-2, 4 seconds to Cam Dario. Strickland, Dario, Pat Green, Alan Wild. Brandon Banks, your top 5. Matt Gagnon back into the nice spot. Joe Jettina's worked his way back to that 4. Nathan Bigard trying to hold on as well. With that outside lane. Oh, 1 barely clears himself off the nose of the 44. Has to bounce out of the way here. Fine up 9. John Hammond up 6 spots. Here comes Clint Hackett up 16. David Duran still out there trying to work. Rayburn, bottom side of the racetrack here. That car having an issue. Oh no. What happened? Do we want to know? No, probably not. 88, flirt with the wall. Larson line coming around. 22 sees the 8 behind. Watch this corner exit. 8 to the bottom side. Rayburn coming to pit road. 22 free off corner. '90 to the second lane. Here comes the 01. Anthony Crownover, same concept. Right now, Brandon Banks comfortable in his skin right now. Remember that 3 cheat down to the bottom. 40 laps to go. Oh, 88 free. Gives it the lane. A save by Michael Strickland. He's rocking a hard spot here. That outside lane did not prevail for him. And Brandon Banks starting to stretch his hands here. Nathan Bigart trying to work his way forward. 22 up near the wall. 90 there as well. 40 laps to go. And Strickland ran that outside lane for as long as he could. The car said no. Here's what happened. Yeah, he got free. Or maybe he got helped. No, just got free. Just loosened up the car on the back bumper. But Brandon Banks, Cam Dario. Cam Dario again running the outside lane. Drive off from the corner, 22. Looks to the inside. He's gonna run. Wow. Cam Dario had a huge run of speed there on Brandon Banks. And ran the 3.5 lane to get around Brandon Banks. That was a dangerous pass. They're taking both of the drivers out, but hey, tell you what, a lot to be said Somebody's willing to put it where some won't. 113 to 150 being completed. Pat Gagnon back into that 5 spot, trying to work his way back to 3rd. Pat Green sees Brian Fine to his inside. Joey Jettina's going to be right in that 8th spot. A lot of things called No More Tears. 88. Trying to rebound here. Alan Wild in the 07. Still holding on. Clint Hackett. Giving a 94. Took his first set of tires. Well, he's been out there running. 94 is when he came in. Alan Wild came in on 78. And everybody's trying to make it to the end. 35 laps to go next time by. Harvey Banks trying to track down Cam Gario. Nathan Bigart 1.25 back, trying to hold on. 5-7 to the 4. Drivers finally able to stretch their legs and get running. While they stretch their legs, I'm going to stretch mine. Folks, we'll be right back. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button. Goes along with support what we do. And of course, and always make sure you depend on the inside. Oh, never mind. Caution comes out. Never mind. Gary Culver. They both got free. Now, that would be a caution because Jerry came back up onto the racetrack for sure. All right, that changes everything. Cam Derry, your race leader. Brandon Banks, Nathan Bigard, Anthony Crownover, Matt Gagnon. It's going to be your top 5. They're going to come to pit road, and I'm going to stretch my legs. I'll be right back. right, silly season still underway. 122 of 150 being completed. I was just looking at some of the things happening in the NASCAR world, so we'll talk about that after the race. We'll see. Cam Dario out over Brandon Banks, half second the gap now. Nathan Bigard sits in third. Anthony Crownover sits in fourth. Michael Strickland in fifth. Joey Jantino looking to the inside. 123 of 150. Glenn Hackett came in at 116. And that last caution, John Hammond going to work his way back forward as well. A little bit happening with that car over the course of the race. Line's been good. Michael Matta has been able to really work on his race car and finally be able to run out there with very, very, very little damage, if anything, not significant for the 116. So a rebound night for the 16. Keep it on 99. Right now, the outside lane. Oh, free for the 5-5. John Hammond almost parked into the corner. He's good to go. He's able to hold on to it. That second lane not working like it's supposed to. Was trying to get out of everyone's way, got rear-ended, and was tore up there. Just right away to add another caution. Just couldn't drive it. No worries, brother. You're good. You are good. Brandon Banks, Cam Dario, the battle for the lead between the two. Cam Dario ripping the wall. Coming around on the back straightaway. Brandon Banks trying to get around him. Nathan Bigard has closed down the gap. Michael Strickland holding on to fourth. Back to the wall he goes again. Caution comes back out. It's like Tony Sanders. Brock Duty. Bottom side of the racetrack. We'll take a look and see what happened. Oh, Matta. Jerry Culver, bottom side of the racetrack here. Take a look. Here's Michael Matta. Jerry Culver is right there. 13 gets to the back bumper, looks to the inside. Oh, Jerry gets up into the 16. And they go door to door. Brett Chase involved. Brock Duty involved. A couple of drivers there. John Hammond, same concept. So Jerry had a corner exit. I don't know if he knew he was three wide or if he was going to be three wide. He tried to exit. Where he thought he needed to be. Let's go to his cockpit view. This is going to be what you see. Matta gave a lot of room to the outside. Jerry really not that much room to go anywhere. There's Jerry Culver here. He's right behind Michael Matta. Back at the throttle. Corner exit points the car. And I think he was just going to think that Matta was going to be higher there. He was not. So, those things happen. Nathan Bigard, Anthony Crownover, Brian Fine, Pat Green, Matt Gagnon is going to be out there, your top five. Those things happen, man. Those things happen. Cautions does happen. Sorry, 15th caution of the race was off a number. Nathan Bigard, Anthony Crownover, Brian Fine, Pat Green. We'll see if any of the drivers can work their way through it. Alan Wild leaving pit road. Got some of the damage worked on his car. Michael Mattis back out there. Couple back out. Mark Retchin, same concept. John Hammond getting more of the right side worked on that car. The full minute. Brock Duty. Same thing. Fred Chase. Nathan Bigard will lead him. So John Hammond is going to go a lap down. He'll be on pit road. Maybe an opportunity to get one of those laps back if he needs to. Brock Duty around. It's going to be okay. Minute 59 on pit road. Might as well get it all taken care of just in case there's another caution. Jane Sheehan, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Make sure that you all hit the pin link if you got the opportunity to help basically between now. Thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate you. Hit the pin links to help the timer continue to go. We are less than 23 hours again. Not a bad time. Man, oh man. Homestead has been it's been a race. It's been a race. These drivers already ready to go. Crown over. Big Art. Green flag. Good restart for the 01. 22 laps to go here. Admin box giving you the action. 27 trying to slide up in front of the 90. Crown over. Gets freed up by the 90. Gonna go around. David Durand able to roll up enough to minimize any kind of damage there. 16th caution of the race. And man, oh man. Back this up just a little bit. So the 27, after the start-finish line, got a good restart, enough to be able to slide up in front of the 90 here. Drives in the corner. He's going to be there. He's there. I think he got free. A little out of the gas. 90, same concept. Oh, 85 is Siegfried gets into him. 21. And then, 5-1. Minimizing the damage. So I think Anthony just got a little bit free. Nubbins, how you doing? That's the race bin. Race bin's okay. It's had some cautions. Nubbins, good to see you. Appreciate you being out there again. Thank you, folks. Whoa. All right, Big Arch, your race leader. Brian Fine in second. John Hammett's going to get his lucky dog back here. So he'll be back on the lead lap. So we'll have 20 laps to go. All the action. Budgie has enough channel points to give me another VOD review. We need to do all that. Thank you for the hydrates and the stretches as well. We got VOD reviews to do. Got a couple of them. But just gonna have to send me the dang old link so I could get their dang olds on. 10,000 channel points. That's a lot of watching. All right, Ford's lead the front three. We'll have Pat Green in the Chevrolet there as well. First Toyota in the field. Only Toyota in the field. Matt Gagnon in that number 4 car. The Bubba One Paint Scheme ready to rock and roll. Gary Culver up there as well. Michael Strickland trying to march his way forward. Brandon Banks there. Tony Sanders, Joe Jattina, Jeff Laraway, Cam Dario. We get around. Excited for Sunday? I'm pretty happy with it. Sunday's going to be fun. Sunday's going to be fun. Which race on Sunday are you looking forward to? That's the best one. A 157-14-90 for the 28, the 13, the 85. Let's do the thing. They're going to green. Great restart for Chris Justice. Justice to the outside, 90 there as well, 90% at the race line. 14 side by side with a 5-7, corner exit, 5-7. Good wiggle, clears up, 14, ready to go. Pat Green lasted on 116, drops to the bottom side. And about 22 lap pressure tires, even with a little bit of a green flag run. He's a 5-7 closing in the distance. 18 laps to go. A little bit of the field trying to work their way forward. One of those drivers, the 8 car of Brandon Banks. 126 for that driver, 126 for Joey Jettina. 88 rip of the outside lane. 40 not quite clear, is clear now. Slides up, tries to get around Jerry Culver. Over under on Nate's wins in the Cup car this year. I'm not gonna take bets on that one because anything can happen. We've seen the Truck Series be what it's been. Right now, 16 laps to go. 33.05 his last lap. We got drivers out there like Brandon Banks from the bottom side of the racetrack are at 32.8. He's cleared up. The driver blinked out there. Gagnon blinked out just a little bit. I don't know about taking bets. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Ball tap for Cam Dario there. Brandon Banks has about a second and a quarter to be able to close up here. Clint Hackett rolling. Jerry Culver sideways on the bottom side of the racetrack. Nathan Bigart will have to time another restart. The 14 laps to go next time by. 17th caution of the race. Oh, did you put up a poll? Mr. Simman, thank you very much. Budgie gifting the gifted sub. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you for the gifted sub. Add it back to the timer. Thank you very much. You're amazing. Mr. Simman getting the gifted sub. He used his channel points to put up a poll. Let's see. Manage poll. Poll. There you go. There's a poll. I've created a poll. Y'all vote. Nathan Bigart is the winningest driver, by the way, in the series last season. I believe he had 11 wins. Let me look. I think I can look at the statistics. see. Nate had, 12 wins. 12 wins last season. So there's your basis to go off of. 12 wins. Nathan Bigard, Chris Justice, Brian Fine, newest tires in the field. Pat Green, keep it at 116. Brandon Banks in 6th right here. Is going to restart on the outside, keep it at 126. Michael Strickland, 126 here as well. There's a chance for tires to win this race, but we'll have 12 laps to go. Thank you, Budgie, for the dang old gifted sub, Mr. Simman. Welcome to the nation. Pace car's in. Oh, 14 had a great time there, but he got off the throttle. Oh, man. Brandon Banks looking to the inside. Now have to work the outside lane. 22 of Cam Dario parks it. He says, let's go places. Oh, you're good, brother. We're trying to add to the timer anyway, so... You know, kind of points don't add to the timer, but everything else does, so thank you. Exclamation point tip, exclamation point donate, and then 15 times everything that the exclamation point marathon says. Over to the inside, Cam Dario. Brandon Banks to 2nd. 10 laps to go. Brandon Banks trying to stretch, does not want to see a caution. 500 biddies. See, look at that. 500 bits just took us to 23 hours, 40 minutes.
Budgie Bird 5 sent 500 bits.
Sheesh. Holy cow. Thank you for 500 biddies, dear. I appreciate you. You're a dang old legend. Brandon Banks. In the quarter second. Look at the run he's going to get on the back straightaway here. Right in the wake of the 01. 01 drops down. 8 into the corner. Bottom side. 01 went down the blocks. Going to get the 8 tight here. Corner exit. Drive off. Brandon Banks. Wall tap for the 01. Door to door. Bottom side. Pat Green. Come out of the way a little bit there. Brandon Banks. I tell you what, 01 trying to protect that line. And Brandon Banks has the tires to beat him here. The Cantario, he's coming as well. 8 laps to go. Nathan Bigard trying to hold off. And Brandon Banks, 2nd lane. The drive off for every one of these drivers right now is insane. And here comes the 22. Nathan Bigard, 7 laps to go. We'll see drivers work that outside lane. He might be trying to protect here. He's going to be a little free. But he's got some hard charging drivers, including, caution comes out. This is not what you wanted to see. Not over going around Jatina, everybody. Man, oh man. 27 freed up there. Let's see how it happened. Just got free. Just free up. Into the 28, 5-7, 85, 40 goes around. Jatina had the 07 there as well. Man, oh man, congestion. Well, Nathan Bigart is going to have an opportunity here. Going to have to hold off a whole handful of drivers. We're ready to rock and roll right now. 5-8. That's what I got. 5-8 on the poll there, folks. So now you know. 11 votes. 1 vote for 10 to 15. Start a prediction. Out there on Twitch. 01. Eight. 22. 88. All right. Submission period. You guys are going to get 5 minutes. There you go. Starting the prediction. Got it. All right. There it is. Prediction. All right, everybody. Check it out. Make your predictions. Put your votes in. You get 5 minutes to make your prediction. And then we'll let you know at the end if any one of those drivers get the win. Oh wait, dang it. Dang it. I meant to put none of the above in there as well. Okay. All right. You can bet your channel points in there, folks, as well. So if you want to do that, make sure you do that out there. Who gets the win? 01, the 8, the 88, the 22, the 4, or the 14. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it here. We'll have about 4 laps to go. Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, Cam Dario. And who's got the first one in them? You got 10K on the 22. Don't lose your channel points. Everybody get out there and put your vote in. 2 people voting out there. Oh, 1, 8, 88, 22, 4, 14, 44, 5, 7. These cars, it's just whatever the track is doing right now is insane. Brandon Banks trying to slide into the corner. 3 laps to go. 3 wide. Striker on the outside. Big run from Michael Strickland onto the back straightaway. 8. Oh, 8 up into the 88. Man, what a hit. Brandon Banks. Heavy right side damage. 2 to go. Bigard half-second gap. Those 2 got together. They had a huge run on the 01, but Nathan Bigard, cooler tires prevail. The 4 to the back bumper of the 22. Nathan Bigard coming around, half-second again, the gap. Brandon Banks rolling, 88 up on the outside lane. 88, ripping the wall. White flag waves, final lap here in week 1. Going to end the submissions because this is the end of that one. Brandon Banks trying to rip the wall. Can he close anything down? Not a chance. Nathan Bigart into the corner.
Back in the back of the field.
We'll have to protect. The battle for the end. Mark Ratchet going around, but 01 out of the corner. Nathan Bigart gets the win. That is your prediction going again. Nathan Bigart, Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, your top 3. And Bigart did a great job of holding on to that one. Last lap issues. 24, the 21. 24 got into the corner. The 24 going around. It was a 3 wide situation. Mark Wrench should not have anything to do with that other than just getting a little tight and the 21 running down. No winners on the prediction. We'll do that again tomorrow night for the Chop Shop Xfinity Series. Nathan Bigart gets the win. Brandon Banks in second. Michael Strickland in third. Cam Derio, Matt Gagnon, your top 5. Brian Fine, Glenn Campbell, Chris Justice, Jerry Culver, Joshua Siegfried, your top 10. And then Clint Hackett, Ron Holyfield, Joe Hudson, Jeff Laraway, John Hammond, Tony Sanders, Alan Wild, Mark Rutchin, Brock Duty, Pat Green, your top 20. And down the rest of your race results here. It'll be Matta, Crownover, Jettina, David Durand, Fred Chase, your top 25, Brian Rayburn, Robert Church, Brad Dove, Craig Bridge Jr., David Steiner, all the way in 30th. 30 drivers starting tonight's race, and tell you what, that one was, yeah, it was there. Dang. All right. If you're out there on Twitch, stick around. We're going to do driver interviews, and then after that, we're going to go over and we're going to get back to the gaming side of things and continue all this the stuff we've got going on. Let's talk to your race winner. Nathan Bigart is going to be your race winner. Having to hold off some drivers. They got into each other with a big run with 3 laps to go, and it was smooth sailing from there, man. That was an interesting race, but congratulations on a Week 1 win.
Yeah, man, it was definitely interesting. Obviously, a few too many cautions than what we'd like. But Homestead, it's a fun track. It was tough at the start. Hot weather made the car really hard to drive. Very loose off of 2. I think that was where mainly probably most of the cautions were coming from, was just that off of 2. Man, it was difficult in this car. And once the grip started to come in, it felt a lot better, but it was still there if you were trying to find speed. When you started to push the car, it was going to get loose off of 2 every time. And I was just trying to save some tire. After we pitted on that the last time I pitted, like lap 100, I think it was, around then. And it was mainly, yeah, just trying to save. But then them guys decided to pit with like 25 to go. I was thinking that I was going to stay out and hope for a caution after about 10 laps, but the way the cautions stacked up, I just felt like, all right, this ain't going to work to go back into the back now. And I was feeling speed was still in the car with the old tires, so stayed out and got lucky with a short run at the end. I did have to be a little defensive on Brandon the previous run. Other than the last one, I definitely chopped his nose off, and he checked up a little bit. It was nice to me, you know, he didn't run through me. So hats off to him, appreciate that. And I think that's what gave me the win right there, was just the fact that him being courteous and knowing that I was in the position I was in. I just had to race like that. I don't normally like to, but you just got to do what you got to do when you have a tire deficit. And then the short run at the end was just great. Like you said, they got battling each other. That's what I needed, and was able to drive away and take home the win. So what a great night. Great way to win a race. It's always exciting when you can do it when you're at a deficit like that. You know, when you got fresher tires behind you and you can outrun them, man, it feels great. It's awesome night.
They got into each other. That's what happened there. That's the reason why you got so much of a ground. But there's not enough laps to really make that happen. And especially, you know, 3 laps to go. There's not much to bank on unless you're just trying to clear to get a run. But hey, you know what? It's a win. It's a win. Win is a win. But you got to remember, you know, maybe next time they won't be so nice. That's the other part of that that we as drivers always have to look at, especially when we watch NASCAR. A lot of that carries over into here on personal feelings. So, but a good night nonetheless. Nathan, congratulations, Week 1 win. Give a shout out.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the league themselves, Chop Shop. Done many seasons with them. I missed the first one, but I've been with them ever since. Really enjoyed this Cup Series. Great to see the car count coming in, and hopefully we can clean it up a little bit. But shout out to you, Jason, Signature Esports, doing a broadcast. Love everything you do. All the fans out there watching, everybody hanging out with me in Discord tonight. It's great to see Cam back. Josh hung out with us tonight. Shout out to him. Brad had a rough night. He wrecked out early. And Dave, man, I feel bad for Dave Steiner. He was with us, and he had a fast car. I thought he was going to have a great night tonight, and it ended early. So just look forward to seeing him tomorrow. He's going to run the Spa 24 with us. So shout out to these guys. And just my #1 fan, always out there supporting everything I do. Love you, Mom.
Nathan Bigart gets the win here in Week 1, and in form and fashion, you get a win. Sometimes you got to win. Sometimes you got to come home second. And man, oh man, just almost clear there for a moment. Mr. Brandon Banks coming on P2. Man, oh man, you guys could have done some damage if you were cleared a little bit early. Because dang old dang, that was some tough racing. Nate was talking about how he had to be defensive with you. He had to get out of the throttle, and I said one of the things that I say about racing is that tempers are sometimes shorter, but the memories are a lot longer. So now you've got that in your repertoire to think about later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I knew what he was doing. I mean, he's trying to defend the bottom, and you got to do what you got to do. I don't you know doubt him for doing that. I knew he was going to do it. But yeah, that was probably what won the race for him. And then I came up in front of Strickland there at the end, thinking he didn't have that big a run. He had a huge run, and I think we just pretty much I knocked both of us out of the race right there when I did that. Knocked a little bit of the front end out of it, and just couldn't get back to Nathan. So. Yeah, I think we had a really good car. I wanted it to go green for more than 3 laps at a time. I think we had a really good long run car. We could save the tires. The tires looked like every time we went in, it looked like the tires were in really good shape. So we were doing a good job with that. But never really could get that to happen. Hopefully as we go on with the season here, it'll get a little bit better. We won't have so many cautions. But yeah, congrats to him. And apologize to Strickland if I didn't mean to cut his nose off like that. I just didn't know I didn't know he was coming that fast, and he just got off the top really good. And yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
I think the track went through like 9,000 changes. I can't count how many times that the track temperature adjusted. That it on top of all of that, just looking at the way this track did not drive the same typical fashion that we've seen. It was almost impossible to run solid bottom. You had to do something different with quarter entry and quarter exit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was running the bottom the entire race. The top was really fast, especially at the very short runs. It was really quick. But if you just kind of dedicate yourself down there to the bottom and just got it to turn down there, after about 15, 20 laps, you can start seeing a little bit of results for it. And then at the end there, the track really started gripping up there with the temperatures coming down. So we could really get off the corner, especially off of 4. So yeah, it just didn't work out. Like I said, it was a good call from Nathan. He did what he was supposed to do. He kept the track position. And with these cars, the air is so hard to manipulate. I mean, he could just push us down there and, just cuts off all the air to the nose, and I can't turn anymore. So congrats to him. And like I said, we'll go on next week or a week after. I believe we got an off week, and see if we can do it again.
Gateway, it's gonna be a different story. That's a whole different racetrack and a whole different ball of wax. So,
oh mercy, that's a Nathan race there with the flat track. He's gonna golly. So he'll be tough there. I've raced him there. He's tough there. So there's quite a few guys. There's Strickland's good there. There's Chris and all that. There's a lot of good guys in here, man. They could win that race. So I think it'd be a completely different race. Be a lot of fun. I said we're looking forward to it.
Dev did a prediction in our as one of our poll a poll thing, right? He was like, "How many wins does Nate get this?" And what was the poll? Eight to 10. This is what
he
this
could.
said.
He can. He's fast, man. He always makes the right decisions. It just seems like he just he can make a call, and it just works out sometimes. I mean, just it is what it is. He knows how to make the call when he needs to make a call, whether he needs to pit or he needs to stay out. And definitely paid off tonight.
Sure. One of the things I will say is that you can't count you out either. So you can't count a lot of the drivers. I mean, last season you kind of minded your P's and Q's, right? Now you don't have to. Now you're racing.
Yeah. Definitely get to race full out with these guys this season, and don't have to race so conservative. I just wanted to kind of get my feet wet with them last season, and appreciate them letting me race with them, and just to do that. And like I said, we're still gonna race, like conservative, like I always do. I really don't try not to push it too hard and try to be too much of a butt about making passes and things like that. I try to be like Nathan said, I try to be courteous to everybody and kind of race people how I want to be raced. So like I said, hopefully next race we'll maybe people get in there and practice a little bit more, and we can get some get some long green flag runs in. Sorry if I sound stuffy, man. I'm sick as
No,
a dog.
you're good. You're
So
good, man. You're
yeah.
good. You're good.
So I'm but yeah, like I said, appreciate you, man, for putting this on. Thanks to the Chop Shop for doing it, Hammond and Strickland and everything. The Chop It Up podcast for sponsoring the league, and like I said, everybody that comes out and watches, appreciate it. Congrats to Nate. Sorry to Strickland. And we'll go on to Gateway and see if we can pull one out there.
I like it. Brandon, go feel better. I appreciate you. And yeah, I understand exactly, well, where you're coming from and where you're going through.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You too. Brandon Banks, P2 tonight as they lock out and lock down. Let's talk to Michael Strickland, who just got the biggest apology ever from Brandon Banks taking his nose off. Didn't mean to. Said, I'm sorry. And all that jazz. He didn't see the run that you had coming off corner exit. It was dang near flawless. And then all of a sudden, bang, bang, bang. And then now you're just chasing down. But hey, able to hold on to third.
Yeah, I appreciate the gesture from Banks. The dude's top notch. He's one of those guys that you enjoy racing around regardless of the scenario. If we make a mistake, we make a mistake. I don't even know if it was a mistake. I know I had a huge run. And then we made contact, so I don't know if I came down on him or he moved up. But either way, I knew as soon as saw that happen, I was like, Nate's about to take off on us. And of course he did. You can't give that guy any chances, and we gave him too many tonight. But congrats to Nate, and I appreciate Banks apologizing for probably something he doesn't need to apologize for. But that's the type of guy he is, top notch.
Right, for sure. And then that's one of the onsets of racing like this, right? Is you kind of have to give yourself a little extra when it comes to momentum and give yourself a little extra leeway, because sometimes that can become an issue.
Normally, Miami, you can kind of time the run. I mean, and I'll just speak for myself. Normally, you see a run coming, you can kind of time it. Tonight, the racing was ridiculous. You didn't know if the car was going to hold a line, or was it going to snap loose, or if it was just going to turn right after a correction. So just mastering the run tonight was crazy. It was just difficult all in itself, especially if you had any cars around you. So, I mean, normally you could time a run, get a good run, you can see the run coming, and sometimes when you're bunched up, you might not see that run, like I think Banks probably didn't see. But it was just really ridiculous tonight as far as trying to keep that car in one piece. I mean, I've probably spun it around 3-4 times and saved it a couple of times just by sheer luck. And some of these other guys unfortunately weren't able to save it, destroyed their cars. So it was that type of race tonight where just a blink of an eye movement or change, and you don't get ahead of it real quick, your night's over. So I'm just lucky that we got a top 3 today. It was a great race. I wish the cautions were a little lower, but to be honest with you, there was a lot of new faces, brand new tire model which we're using, and kind of a setup model as well on these cars. Miami was very abrasive tonight. It didn't really rubber up like it normally does, especially on the high side. But man, all in all, I had a fun time, and I'm looking forward for some of these future races with some of these new faces and some of the old ones.
It's it can be a difficult race. That's why it's a championship caliber style of track, and I still love the racetrack. Caution's going to happen. That's just kind of the way life throws us curveballs, and you never know what's going to happen, especially considering that we're seeing Homestead run. Through. I mean, the track temperature change today was a big swing, and we're talking 20 degrees over the course of the race. So that's a lot.
Yeah, I guess we didn't time it properly, because when we set up the weather, we didn't want it to go into night. We wanted it to stay, day, midday, kind of dusk. But as soon as it went dark, the lights turned on, the track changed. I think we were at roughly about at our peak, about 119 degree track surface temperature when we were first starting the race. And there at the end, with a couple laps to go, it was like 87 degrees. So there was a huge variance between what we were running earlier and what we had there at the end. So the guys that set up for more of a, I guess, a slightly more understeery track probably did better than most, but it was crazy. Yeah, the one thing that did stay was it was going to be tight end, loose off, regardless of how much grip you had. You had to be hard on the brakes. You had to try to hold on to your line, and then obviously not slide up. One of the big things that I saw on this tire model, at least from my perspective, is if you scuffed off these tires, they were garbage for 3 or 4 laps, and you really had to fall back. It was just it's so weird. I'm not used to these type of little pockets of runs that you're getting, at least today. For 5 laps it would be junk, and then the next 5 laps it was the fastest thing on the track. So who knows when we're going to get a hold of how this new tire model is. I know I personally don't have enough track time or lap time in it yet to understand it, but if we can walk out with a podium without in this chaotic race that we have, we're going to be happy with it. I saw a lot of new faces up front, and it was awesome racing against everybody and some old faces. So it's just good to be back, chopping it up. Season 6, we're back, we're here. It's awesome, and it's just good to be around guys that you want to be around with on a Friday night. And congrats to Nate. No one better than the man, the myth, the legend, Nate. So we'll get him next week.
I like it. 2 weeks. You're going to be at Gateway. You guys are going to be running the peanut-shaped racetrack, brother. Congratulations.
Where are we going? Gateway?
Gateway in 2 weeks. Yeah, you're off next week.
Okay, never mind. We'll get him week 3 because he'll probably whip on us at Gateway. That's his style of track. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I appreciate it. It was a fun race.
Yeah, man. Give a shout outs.
Thanks to everybody that showed up. First, the drivers, everybody that showed up with season 6. This was an awesome time. We're going to be working on a couple of things just to make sure that we can tidy up some of these cautions. This is normally not the type of performance that we have, but it's a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces, a tough combination. At least it was today. So we'll button it up. We'll get it better. But thanks to friends, family, anybody that's out there rooting for Striker, everybody that's watching, enjoying this race for Chop Shop and eSignature. We appreciate you guys giving us the screen time and the view time. Signature Esports, the best in the game. We appreciate you, and we want you to obviously get as much kudos as you can. This guy's the hardest man in the business. If you're not aware, I hope you've talked about it, but you've been on stream for days upon days upon days and hours. So if you haven't already, make sure you follow him, enjoy him, subscribe and like, and definitely participate and donate if you can. But appreciate everybody. And we'll just, we'll be around and go back to Gateway. But thank for all the admins and John and everybody that puts this show on. It was a fun race. We appreciate it, and enjoy your weekend and stay safe.
Oh yeah, we got 23 hours left, and we're 15 times the reward. So we're trying to make it so that chat could continue to have fun with me and torture me. Nah, not torture me. It's fun.
Make sure if you haven't done so already, follow them, subscribe to them, like them, interact with them. Signature Esports, the best in the business.
Yeah, it's because I got drivers like Striker and leagues like this one. Striker, much love, man. We will chat at you in a little bit.
Thanks, guys. See you soon. Yeah, enjoy your weekend.
Oh, you too. Hey, Mr. Van Ness gave you some love, real quick.
Love you, Van Ness. Appreciate you. We'll see you on Tuesday.
That is Michael Strickland coming on P3. We'll let him have at it. He's going to go and enjoy himself. That was a dang old race there, folks. It was a dang old stream. 150 laps is very much accomplishable in 2 hours. And one of the things that I like about this series is the fact that they have some cautions here, right? Next week or the next race, you can run green to green. You know what I mean? Cautions are going to happen, and that's one of the major factors of racing is that you can't beat yourself up, you can't beat the league up, you can't beat the drivers up because things happen. Cautions are going to happen. This was a tricky track tonight. Homestead tonight was unbelievably. How do I put this in just normal terms? Homestead was a tough track for everybody, including Nate, including Brandon, Striker. It's about navigating. Cam running the outside lane. It was who was having to fight it, and then all of a sudden the dang thing would snap on you, and then all you're doing is you're having to renegotiate the race line. So, this race was incredible. So we'd love to see it. Love to see what these drivers are doing. And they'll be back. They'll be back again. We thank you to Chop Shop, the Chopp'N Up podcast, of course, Track Racer, Ball Stats, B&B Music, Stay Tuned Sports, and all the partners and affiliates of Chop Shop Racing. Thank you to my sponsors. Of course, Chop Shop is what sponsors our driver cams. Lunatic Design sponsors your pre-race. And then, of course, and always, Muscular Motorsports sponsoring our cautions at every series and every race. We thank them all very much for being on board. If you want to sponsor Signature Esports, all you got to do is reach out to me. It's $10 a week with a 6-month minimum. That's all I ask for. And outside of that, it's cool. I'm going to end the stream on Facebook and YouTube. Folks, go over to twitch.tv/Signature Esports if you want to continue helping me out and supporting us out. If you want to help donate, please do so. It helps my medical bills and me battle the fight for cancer to fix my nose. I appreciate you all. And yeah, be good. We'll see you soon. Peace.